Welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, right here on S3. We are coming to you live from Johannesburg this morning. It's pretty cold, but we are bringing in the heat with someone who has made South Africa so proud. On the 22nd of April, he was crowned Mr. Supranational South Africa and most recently celebrated being crowned Mr. Supranational Africa. I'm talking about Tylo, Ribeiro. Thank you so much for joining us.
And it's a pleasure being here. It's a little bit chilly, but I'm enjoying it already. Thank you for having me.
Take us back to that moment, right? The crowning moment when Joanne Strauss announced your name, Mr. South Africa, as Mr. Supranational Africa. How did you feel?
Yeah, at that moment, we didn't know that they were going to name like the continental geographical winners. We only thought they were going to do it at the end. So I'm standing there, I'm rooting for the top five, I'm picking my favorite who I'm going to win. And then all of a sudden, you like start hearing, and the winner is South Africa. And I'm like, oh, wow. So it like kind of took me a minute to like get into it and be like, oh, wow, like this is actually happening. This is great. So no, it was phenomenal and I'm so honored.
I'm so sure that there are differences, right, between being Mr. Supranational South Africa and then taking the continental region. Look at me crying because I'm so proud. What would you say are the different perspectives and lessons that you've learned along the journey?
Yes, there are definitely so much that I've learned because this is the first time I've partaken in such an event like an international stage. So I've learned so many new perspectives, especially just being authentic and believing in yourself. Staying true to yourself is one of the main keys that I said, and going and enjoying it. Because if you don't enjoy it, you're going to look back and be like, but why did I actually do it? So, and enjoying yourself and having full confidence just allows you to actually reach so much more than you possibly thought you could. Sorry.
When we look at you guys on that stage, walking with so much confidence and being sure and representing your country and flying the flag so high, you make it so easy. Like, how do you feel holding both titles of Mr. Supranational South Africa and then Africa as well? How do you do it?
Yeah, it's still sinking in, to be honest with you. So at this moment, I'm honored. That's all I can say. It's such a blessing for me to actually have this opportunity to actually represent not only South Africa, but to also represent Africa. So at the moment, my main focus is still staying true to South Africa, just making sure that the influence and the change that I want to make in South Africa will happen. And then I'll look forward to just changing a few things here and there in Africa itself.
And what would your message be to South Africa? Because everyone is rooting for you at this point, and young people are watching you and are looking up to you who wish to be in this position one day.
Yes, I would also say just do it. It's one of the things that I told myself, especially with this year going in. I want to try something new, and I've always been that person to challenge myself and push myself to do new things. And I just said, you know what, do it. And once you've done it, be persistent and be constant at what you do, and then you will make a success of your life.
Tylo Ribeiro, everybody. Even the name has that swag. Mr. Supranational Africa 2023. Thank you so much for joining us. South Africa and Expresso is rooting for you, and I'm pretty sure you are going to have an awesome reign.
Thank you very much. Now I look forward to my reign going forward. But thanks once again for having me here. It's an honor.
It's truly, truly a pleasure. It's a chilly day in Johannesburg, but what a way to start the morning. Thank you for joining us live here. Alpha Air Joe Beggy. Back to you guys in studio.